Welcome to the channel, guys. It's a banana morning, but I have a tire here that is being wasted. Can't waste containers when you don't have much. When you don't have land space, you can't waste containers. My name is Mary if you're new here, and as the name suggests, we're farming on rocks. And so we plant everything in containers, including our bananas. Bananas, they're one of the easiest thing to grow. All right. Actually a decent bunch of banana. Woo! Guys, I grew this in a container. Can you believe it? Now I'm gonna share this up for plenty people. Look at this. Oh wow. Look here. Mali come for banana love. My first banana grown in container ripened to perfection on the plant. Let me give my boy one. Alright. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Show you. See? I thought it was 7 hands. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hands from one bunch. Plus the ripe one. Plus that one. Guys, tell me we didn't do good in a container. No, I need to get this tire out. I need it in the entrance way. But I don't want to waste the soil that's in there. And I have empty pots. That's another thing you cannot waste, soil. Because we have to purchase this. And this soil as in charcoal too. And charcoal holds nutrients in the soil. We can't afford to waste that. All sorts of things stick in me. So I need this soil. So let me hurry up and get this out and then get to the matter. And as I said, it's a banana morning. Hold on there. See if there's a better way. They say work smart, not hard. Of course. Ugh. What are you doing this morning, guys? Are you in your gardens? Are you at work? Where are you watching me from? Which country? Or parish if you're in Jamaica? Let me know where you're watching us from, guys. We love to know where we're connecting. Oh, oh, good. See? That's one full container. Soil we would have otherwise wasted. Cannot afford to waste soil. Another empty one. We love to know where we are connecting with you from. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Ugh. Nice. That is a nice mixture of sand, clay. You can turn it over now and then scrape it up. It's easier that way. Oh. Precious, precious commodity. Containers. Not to mention the soil, guys. Awesome. All right. that around and take this down. I'm going to use this right here. Let me come back to that. We'll be planting some stuff in those soon. Hopefully I get to do it with you. Alright, let me put this where I need to put it. So these tires right here, two are already elevated. One, but this one here, I need to bring it up higher. Take this out, put that one on top. And then the soil that is remaining back there, I'm gonna use it to fill it up some more. Right, so this now I can fill up and plant, and I have plenty to plant, guys, and plant something in, and it will have more space to grow. The root will have more space to grow. Perfect. So let's work on the bananas, because that's what this video is about. How I take care of the bananas to get them to produce in containers. Just like any other fruit trees, I prune the banana trees. Any dead leaf, ripe leaf, I remove those to prevent the fruit trees from getting any disease. So I prune them just like any other of my fruit trees that I have growing. Prune them and maintain them. And the leaves that I prune off, I use as fertilizer. So I use them to mulch the containers, and eventually they break down and act as their own fertilizer. This is a volunteer papaya, just like this one that is producing. Now, I have many banana trees growing in the garden, bananas and plantains. So if you can look up at the top of the screen there, you see the sun coming over. So I need to hurry up and get to all of them in this video. So let's start there and then work our way all the way to the back, because we have so many. So one of the things we eat most in our house, bananas, yam, potatoes. So I grow a lot of it. This one, along with the one I just cleaned up top, they both produce bananas before, and there are so many suckers in there. Bananas are one of the things, when you plant it once, as long as you keep it watered and fed, you don't ever have to plant it again. You have bananas for the rest of your life. So that's one good thing, as there are so many suckers in here. Anansi web. There are so many suckers in this container. I can take out some, but I chose not to. After seeing how well they produce with the suckers in there, I realized as long as they're fed, I don't need to remove the suckers. But some persons do, and there's no problem with that. I just don't see the need right now. I might, but just not right now. This kind of give them some space to breathe as well. They're in containers, so they need special attention. But even when they're not planted in containers, bananas do better when you prune them. They'll still produce if you just have them in the backyard but they produce better when you maintain them. So I try my best to keep them well groomed. When I get up top, I'll show you how I fertilize them. It is so simple, guys. Bananas are low maintenance. They just need mostly water. I have a mixture of plantains and bananas over this side. I don't even, I probably will have to ask Steve to prune the plantain. It is super tall for me. I'm going to try and show you how tall it is. It's really tall, guys, but the bananas I'll be able to manage. Let me tackle the, oh, probably can stand on this rock. On Christ, a solid rock I stand and prune this one. This plantain is extremely tall. A Steve planting tree this. Guys, he's right behind the camera right there. He's right there. Always and forever. Tell her so. Oh, this leaf can come off too. It's drying up. And then I just use them to fertilize it, just like that. This is a volunteer sweetsap tree. Saw it, and Steve said to leave it. So I left it, and now I'm seeing blossoms on there. The blossom in a baby. So we might get fruits from this, but let's move on. This is a Fia banana. Seeing a sucker in there now. This is supposed to produce small. I don't know why it growing so tall. I bought a Fia banana, dwarf. This don't look too dwarf to me, but let's see. This Steve distracting me, guys. This is my surviving planting from the one that fell down. This is the pup, the sucker. So I am taking care of it so that I can get a planting. Even one hand, I would be grateful. Just one hand. Because they're in containers, so whatever I get, I take. Even though my banana outdid my expectation. Because I got 8 hands on one and 5 on the other from one container at once. So even though I don't try to disappoint myself by expecting too much, my garden always surprises me. There's so many bugs and things bugging around in the garden. That's a good thing though. All right, more up top. This is the most recent of all the bananas and plantains that we planted. This is a giant bandit planting. I have the one hand bandit as well, but this is a giant bandit planting that we got from Mr. Black and planted. I need to clean this one out. And then I'm going to fertilize this so you can see how I fertilize my bananas and plantains. Just this one leaf need to come off right now. I'm going to clean it out. The one that we planted here didn't make it, so I'm going to utilize this container for something else. No. I think I might just leave that one red callaloo and eat it. It looks so good. Just seem to take that one out. I'm going to take out these because they're bolted. I'll just put them in here and then put things on top of these and plant something in here. In the meantime, when this produces a pop, there are ants in here. When this produces a pop, then I'll probably take the pop and put it here. I might not. But I'm sure this will produce suckers soon. No, in here is quite dry, so it needs to be watered, but I'm gonna fertilize this. When I tell you that banana easy to fertilize, this is my fertilizing station. This is where I go shop for my fertilizer. This is dry rabbit poo. You don't want the part that is wet because that part has urine, and urine is hot manure, so you want the dry, you want the dry thing. That's what I use to fertilize them. Or cured chicken manure, cured horse manure. That's all it takes. Or some food scraps. If I had food scraps, I wouldn't use this morning. All right. And then all that need is some watering. And you'll be surprised how quickly it responds to that fertilizer. It um it acts immediately. Like a couple of days you'll see results from the manure that I just placed on there, and it also acts as a slow release fertilizer because they're pelletized. It takes a while for it to totally break down. So whenever you water, it slowly releases that nitrogen and all of those other nutrients that the plant needs slowly for it to do well for a very long time. So that is one of the reasons I like to use the rabbit manure. But if I don't have the rabbit manure, I use the chicken or horse manure. And if I don't have those, things like as simple as these, you chop them up and put them in there, cover it with a little salt because you don't want it to dry out in the heat of the sun, especially if it's hot. Like here, you just put those in there, cover it with a little layer of soil, and that will take your time, break down, and feed the plant. Even the banana leaves themselves. All right, we have quite a few more. Put my bucket down and head down to the food forest section of the garden. Can consider your food forest as well, but hey, down there more foresty. The one and banded planting is right here, and it is doing so fantastic. It's so fat. The leaves look like this because the wind is heavy. Up here it's really, the wind is really heavy, so that is why the leaves look like this. The wind tear them up. The more you prune off the older leaves, the more it springs big, pretty new leaves. So try and stay on top of things with that. And keep them watered. The banana require a little bit more water than a lot more water than the plantain. The plantain will do good, fairly good with with a little water. But the bananas they will live in the water. And the plantain, even though they are so similar, they look so similar, the plantain will not do well in shade. And the bananas will do well even if totally covered with bigger trees. They will still produce bananas, but the plantain won't. I don't know why. Even though they're similar fruits, they're different varieties of bananas, really. But the plantains, they like full sun on them all the time. Yes, they're more tropical. This is another Fia banana. This one looks more like a Fia banana to me. They're supposed to be short varieties. I bought dwarf. I don't They're supposed to be short varieties. I don't know why the one down at the bottom is so tall, but they're supposed to be short. These are supposed to produce really long bunches of bananas that almost touches the ground. Sometimes touches the ground. So the dream is to see bananas on the rocks in containers, touching the containers. Big, pretty bunches. So I keep these well fed with that hope. To remove all of those dry leaves, put them down on the soil so they break down, help to provide nutrients. Look at this pretty pup. So the bananas look nice and you can see right through them. No clutter to invite any disease. As bananas do get disease, and sometimes it's due to the dry dead leaves that are on them. So we want to keep them free of those. I have one more. This is a fia, I told you, and I have one apple banana over here. This I'm not sure if it's dwarf or not. I just love it's my favorite snacking banana, so I wanted it in the garden. So that's why I bought this one. This one pushing up so many little suckers. Can you hold all that plants? I don't even know if this container can manage this many. I'd have to chop off some. Down in there filled with little suckers. Alright. That's about it for bananas this morning. I think one of the easiest thing to grow, guys. Bananas. If I'm doing this on the rocks in containers, you can do it in soil. Or even in containers too. Whee! So I was walking by and I glanced at my butternut squash because I knew it would open soon. There it is. Wide open with no male flowers on this plant. So I'm gonna check my pumpkin plant for a male flower to come and pollinate it. Because there's no way I'm not getting that butternut squash. So let's go hunting for a pumpkin flower, guys. Let me check out here. Oh, right here, so right here. Not we don't have to go too far. So right here is a male flower. There's a bee in there, but I know I should trust my pollinators. They're ants as well. That means there might be dead worm on here. I might have squashed a worm. But this is a male flower. There's a bee in there, but hey, gonna help it out. This is what the male flower look like. You know it's a male because there's no fruit attached, and then the organ in there looks like a male's organ. You know what I mean? So I remove the petal. This can be eaten. If you so choose, you can deep fry this or eat it in your veggies. I am seeing, oh my goodness, look at aphids. I'm seeing male flowers coming on my cucumbers, so it soon start producing. I need to spray it. So this is what the male flowers look like. Let's pollinate our squash because we need it. It's one of my favorites. Ooh. So we're gonna use the male and just rub it onto the female flowers in there, just like so. Ensure it gets pollinated all over. Now, you can plant the seed from this squash and expect to get a straight zucchini. You might get a zucchini, yes, and expect to get a straight butternut squash because the seeds are going to be crossed between the pumpkin and the butternut. You might get a lovely fruit, but it will not be straight butternut squash. But at least I know I get in a butternut squash. So I ensure I get one. You can just leave that close by. Yeah. I had to pause from the banana cause for that. It's worth it. All right, so that's where we leave you for this morning. I want to thank you so much. I said we because my little one and daddy is buzzing around in the garden as well, close by the garden. So this is where we leave you for this morning. I want to thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching the videos each and every day. Appreciate it. For those of you who have been hyping the videos, thank you so very much. My members and new members, thank you, and I appreciate your support so very much. Viewers, subscribers, new subscribers, welcome to the fold, guys. Thank you for subscribing. And for those of you watching and have not yet subscribed, please, it's absolutely free to you. Kindly consider pressing the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you go plant some bananas or just one banana. Give it a shot. See you in the next one, guys. Bye. See you tomorrow.